Hey everyone, this is Judy from Judy's Handmade Creation, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these face scrubbies. And I make it with this loom here. This is a loom I'll be using. Had this for a long time. And I'll be using some Scrubby yarn, 100% Scrubby yarn, and 100% cotton yarn, this one here. And what you do, you hold two strands together, your Scrubby yarn and your cotton yarn, you put two together. You knit with both yarns at the same time. You're going to make a slip knot like you would if you were going to crochet. Make a slip knot. And I put it down here on this peg on the loom. I'll tighten it up. I'll put it tight so it don't come off. And then you're going to weave in and out of your pegs like this. Back and forth, back and forth. And you do that to all your pegs, and it should look like this. See how some has yarn on it, some of them don't. And then you're going to do a knit stitch. You put the yarn in front of the looms, and then you're going to knit off every loom that has a loop on it. So you would knit this one off. That one don't have one. You would knit this one off. That one don't have one, and you put your yarn, your working yarn in front of every loom, and you just knit the ones off that has a loom on, a loop on it. This one has the loop. And that one don't have one. This one has one, you knit that one off. This one don't have one, this one has one. See the loop there? Right here, you're going to knit the bottom over the top. And you're going to knit this one off. Okay, and then you're back at the front where the peg's at on the side. And then you're just going to E-wrap. You're going to E-wrap all the pegs like that, and then you're going to pick the bottom loop over the top. So each one will have a loop on it when you E-wrap them. Okay, you're going to E-wrap from the back of the loom to the front like that. You're going to E-wrap back to the front. E-wrapping. And you're going to do about 12 rows of E-wrapping like this. You're going to E-wrap. E-wrap. Nope. E-wrap. E-wrap them all. You're going to keep E-wrapping all the pegs till you get about 12 rows. E-wrap them. You can take this off of that since you got it on there. I don't think they'll unravel. Just E-wrap all of them again. Let's E-wrap 12 rows. Let's keep going. You E-wrap from the back, it's back here, and then you wrap it around from the back to front. And just keep going. Keep E-wrapping. And it should look like this. This can go on the inside, the one that you had over there. I just put that in there so to stay out of the way. It's hard to get them in the tin. There you go. And just keep E-wrapping until you get about 12 rows. I'll show you a couple more rows and then I'll turn the video off. And then when I get close to where I'm gonna, my 12 rows, and I'll show you what you do next. This is the E-wrap knit. And when you get back to the first peg, you know that that's one row. So we already did 2 rows. And when we get back to this row, we know we're going to start another one. I mean, this peg. So you E-wrap all the way around it and get another row. Just keep E-wrapping. You can E-wrap about 3 or 4 of them, and then this loop put the loop over top. You can go 1, 2, 3, and then knit it off. You can push them down as you go. 1, 2, 3 wraps, E-wraps. And push them all down. Now that was another row. And it starts looking like this when you get down at the bottom. Sometimes you can count in here like 1, 2, 3. You can count how many rows you got. And you just keep going. E-wrap. You can wrap it as many times as you want. You just got to hold on to it where it don't come off your peg. These are all the ones that I just wrapped. You can push them down. I wrap that one. I'm going to take that loop over top of that one. Then you're going to wrap. You wrap some more pegs. You can do as many rows as you like to make your face scrubby big. Whoop. And this here down here is where it closes up. It'll close up at the bottom like this. See how it closes up? But you got to make about 12 rows. It's awkward when you're trying to keep it on camera and do it. You could be a lot faster when you work when you're not trying to keep it in front of the camera. So let me get where you're going to E-wrap from the back to the front, back to the front, back to the front, and then you just E-wrap 3 of them. You're going to take the bottom loop over top. You're going to knit it off. Just knit them all off. It's just doing the same thing over and over until you get every one of them knitted. 12 rows, or how many rows you want to do. That's another row. Then if you lose track of how many you got, just go back and try to count them. You go on the inside and count them. Just keep going. And I'll see you back when I get to 12 rows. I'm back. I did about 8 rows. Okay, and you're gonna cut your yarn so you can start casting off. I left it about, leave enough where you can weave in there. And then you're going to use a yarn needle. I think this might work. This needle's eye is small. I don't know where my bigger one's at. And you thread your needle, and then you're going to start taking off your I would not take off that. I'd do this one last, the one where the yarn's coming out of it there. I usually start in the next one, so just run your needle through your loop. And what I like about these, you can lift that up and it pops it off. Just make sure you don't pull one off that you haven't put the thread, that you haven't put this through it. You can just do like this after you sew through it. See how you sew through it and it come right off. Do each one of them like that. Just go through the loop and take the loop off. Let's do every one. This is casting them off the loom so your stitches won't unravel. And it should be about like this. And close it up. See how it looks like it lays flat? It'll look like this, and then you're going to have to sew in the middle of it. You're going to have to weave in and out. Let's try to even it up. You know, the holes here. Just close up your holes right here at the bottom and the top, and you're gonna weave in and out. That way this you're gonna sew in the middle, go to the other side, try to keep it into a good circle. You got both sides you have to sew in. Yep, just in and out. Just you can knit as many rows as you want to make it bigger. And then what I do is I try to make a little loop here, and then I try to make a little knot with that new loop. Right there, I try to sew in the right there and then tighten it up. That way you don't want it to come undone when you wash them or you use them. And then just take and weave this in and through the center, and then some of it you can cut off. And then you got to do the other side, so we'll just, that's enough weaving in there, just cut that off. Then you got to do the other end. Because you got like two ends. The one where you start it, and then the one where you end it. The cast on and the cast off that you have to weave in. Make sure you close that little hole up and just weave it in. that's all. And you have a little face. I don't think I got this one a little, don't want to come through it. You have to pull it a little bit because I think sometimes that one was a little hard to get through there. And it's a cute little face scrubby. Try to make your little loop. And then you're going to tie a little knot right here where you made a little loop, and go through it with your needle. Tighten it up. Well, I didn't want that to happen, but I wanted to weave it in, but that's okay. And just cut that off, because I don't think it'll come undone, all that weaving in and out we did. And that's how you make a little face scrubby on the loom. That's how I make them. And you can do more rows. You can make bigger ones. This is more rows. I don't know how many rows, but I made that one bigger. You can make them smaller. You can make them bigger. And that's how you make a face scrubby on this Knifty Knitter Flower Loom. And these are really cute. And you can give them as gifts. They're like, once you start making them, then everybody wants one. So they're really cute. So there you go. This one's as big as my hand. And this is a little smaller. And this is a little. So they're really cute. So make sure you subscribe. If you like it, and comment. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. Bye-bye.